So yesterday, Ukrainians shot more missiles at the Kerch Bridge. I covered this extensively a couple weeks ago when they hit the bridge for the second time. So there's some news that they've fired it. We can't see if they actually hit it. It looks like they did, but we can't see. As of 2 hours ago, Russia says that it shot down Ukrainian missiles over the Kerch Bridge, and that's all that we know. This is what it looked like. So it looked like there was something there, but of course, we can't really tell. So Ukrainian forces fired 3 missiles at the bridge connecting occupied Ukraine to Crimea to Russia. I guess I could say occupied Ukraine. That's correct as well. Forcing Russian authorities to cover the structure in white smoke to deter further attacks and prompting a furious threat of retaliation. So did they pop smoke, or is that like the bridge actually being hit? The Russian Foreign Ministry said, this is Voice of America, Russian Foreign Ministry said Saturday that it thwarted Ukrainian rocket strike on the Crimean bridge, calling it a terrorist attack, vowing of retaliation. Here is CNN covering the same story. Russia says it shot down Ukrainian missiles over key Crimea bridge. 2 Ukrainian missiles were shot down on Saturday afternoon. The Russia-appointed head of Crimea, Sergei Agasnov, wrote in a post on Telegram, adding that the bridge was undamaged. An update from Asanov later said that another Ukrainian missile had been shot down in the area. Another enemy missile was shot down over the Kerch Strait. Thank you to our air defense troops for their high professionalism and vigilance, he wrote. Now, it was called barbaric and terrorism, as they normally do. Here we go. Following the attempted strikes, Russia's foreign ministry condemned Ukraine for what it described as a, quote, terrorist attack. The Crimean bridge is an object of purely civilian infrastructure. Stop. It is not. It is not by any means purely civilian infrastructure. If the Russians didn't use that road for anything militarily, you could possibly make that argument. But they do at least occasionally use that road, which means that being the big supply route from Russia directly, it is. Attacks on which are unacceptable. It has been subjected to such attacks since the autumn of last year, which also led to the deaths of civilians. Russian Foreign Ministry spokesperson Maria Zakharova said, quote, such barbaric actions cannot be justified and will not go unanswered. Okay, so get ready. They're going to strike hospitals and hotels and residential buildings. And, oh, yeah, no, they've already been doing that. What else can they do? I mean, seriously, what else are they going to do? I mean, where else are they going to strike that's going to prove that they're somehow more barbaric in retaliation? Here are some Twitter views of this. I'm going to show you a few here. Let's start with Anton. Why are there so many strikes on the Kerch Bridge? Not just because of its symbolism. The bridge and its railway line are extremely important for the logistics of the Russian army, so it's repaired quickly and heavily protected. So this is important, but it is also symbolism. Like, this is really poking Putin in the eye, and Putin doesn't like it. Therefore, regarding the strikes on the Kerch Bridge, the question is whether the railway track is damaged. If it is damaged, then the enemy's southern grouping will be left without supplies. That's important. That's big. Or it'll create a problem or a headache that they have to work around in order to supply their troops. Now, this is an interesting picture. You can see what looks like puffs of smoke here. Now, it's unclear whether these puffs of smoke, there were only three rockets fired, so whether these puffs of smoke were actually anything hitting, or whether it's as I said, that the Russians were releasing this smoke in order to somehow confuse or hide the bridge. If the goal is to hide the bridge, it seems like it didn't work out very well. But I'm not a military man. That's just my layman's perspective. Okay, here are some other views of it. That looks pretty significant, and this looks pretty significant here on Twitter. And here we go. There's another one. Now, this is the one that baffles me. So, Kerch Bridge on fire, Ukrainian drones attacked Crimean bridge. I'm not really interested in this video with the bridge itself. We see the puffs of smoke around the bridge, and you saw that before. But what is going on with people milling around on a beach near where there is rocket attacks? Like, if I knew that there was a shark in the water, or that a hurricane was coming, the last thing I would be doing is saying, "Hey, family, you want to go to the beach? Let's go to the beach. Seems like a good day for the beach." Like, get off the beach. Like, why would you be in Crimea? Maybe they're on the Russian side, but even then, do you think you're safe there? I just don't understand it. Okay, so it is premature to sing this, but it's still kind of a catchy tune. So here we go. That's how we'll end. Okay, well, that's enough of that. So that's enough of that. Thanks for your time, and I'll keep you updated. If we know anything about the Kerch, you'll hear it from me pretty quickly. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you for the likes, the shares, the subscribes, and thank you for being the kind of person that cares about Ukraine.